Yes. There is a person.
It's coming very strongly. I don't know
Come,
why.
I
Like
see.
anytime I hear you speaking, that openness
Yes.
means acceptance to allow what is.
Yes.
But then, just the moment I hear this, I just can't get
You
it.
can't allow it.
Means it's like it's not even practical. like say suppose you are in pain, then to seek the relief from pain becomes the highest goal of your life in that
Yes,
moment.
this is very good. So this is an excellent example. So what happens usually when there's pain experience, even physical pain in the body, you see, what happens is that, okay, let me give you a real life example. With my children, with my daughter, you see, she got some hurt or something in school, and she came like in a lot of pain. You see, so we put the band-aid, we did the cleanup, neosporin, everything. Still, she was like, "Oh, there's so much pain, so much pain." You see, so then I was just saying, okay, let's count the number of minutes it takes for the pain to go. You see? So it's just that the mindset changed from that, oh, there's so much pain, to just saying, okay, let's see how many minutes. You see? In that, there came an acceptance of this pain. And with the acceptance of the pain, everyone has reported to me that as pain is accepted, it doesn't seem to be as vicious as it was before the acceptance of it. Resisted pain is the most painful, you see. When we mix the pain with the ideas about it should go fast, it should be, then the experience is much more painful. You see, accepted here pain. In fact, even doctors are using this for therapy now. So there are some blogs which people have written about how the acceptance of pain helped them actually to be free from this pain. As long as this was being resisted mentally, how it seemed to get stronger and stronger. So the way to get pain relief is not to say, oh, you should not calm pain, pain should not be here, you see, but to see that it is here, to see what it is doing, to see how it is.
But Father, is it not in resistance that we seek a way out of it?
Is it not a resistance to what?
Is it not in resistance or by resistance that we seek a way out of it?
That is the usual way, you see. But here you find that acceptance is itself the way out of it. To see that I'm never in it is the best way out of it, isn't it? Okay, so would you rather presume that, suppose you had a very strong imagination that you're stuck in a prison, you see? Now, what is the best way out of this imagined prison? To try and figure out how you will cut the imaginary bars, or to see that there is no prison in the first place. So as we become open and accepting, because the good news is that reality is this. What I am cannot be bound, is not separate. You see? So if this is reality, then the acceptance of what is appearing, you see, as a simple allowing, you see, that helps to see that this realm of appearances doesn't really hurt what I am, because I'm not bound by it. I'm not an entity within this play. You see? You see? Otherwise, what can happen is that when there are many paths like that, you presume that you're an entity within this play, then you should read things like Tony Robbins, talk about how to awaken the giant within you. You see, these kind of things is taking from that perspective and to make something greater out of you. What I'm showing you is that what you already are is greater than anything that the imagined mind can aspire to become.
Father, why it always boils down to the mind that say
because like, it's only one line.
But it can be seen in nature also. That yes. I will give you a very clear example that a river is flowing,
yes.
and suppose a flow gets obstructed by something, yes. some movement. Then we have seen in nature that sometimes the river, the flow, the stream has to cut through even mountains to pass through and make a new way
Yes.
out of it.
Yes. Now, very good example. So in the same example now, if this river was like flowing, but you could communicate with it. Okay. Now the river is telling you that, at Lakshman Jhula, there's a big obstruction. You see, the river is telling you at Lakshman Jhula, there's a big obstruction, and I want to cut through that. You can see Lakshman Jhula, and you see that there is no obstruction there. The Jhula is it's on top. It's not obstructing the river in any way. So now, will you tell the river, you please work harder, cut the obstruction, do it, or will you say, can you just see that there is no obstruction? You see? So the mind is saying, you must work through it, make sure it happens, cut this way, cut that way, this is the way it works. You see, other rivers are coming, Yamuna and Saraswati, and everybody's coming saying, this is how I did it, this is how I did it. But you are sitting there saying, I see no obstruction. So what will you tell the river?
I don't see how denying any appearance will be of any help in that situation, in that moment.
Yes, but the appearance is not there at all, isn't it? In this case, the obstruction is not there. The person is not there. I'm not saying deny the appearance. Is the person appear to you? What atoms is the person made up of?
So that's what I said, that why is it always on mind and person? It could be simply a natural movement
Yes.
of life.
If you show me the person, the appearance of the person, I will cease to be in denial of it. Isn't that scientific? Or should we go with the presumed ideas? The presumed ideas have been many, which have now been overridden, isn't it? The world is flat. The earth is the center of the universe. All these were presumed ideas. You see, so what are we denying? Only that which cannot be experienced directly, or that which is not appearing even in this realm of atoms and molecules. You see? That is what is called openness. Do not go with the presumption that something must be true unless it is our direct experience.
This acceptance I just can't understand.
It's simpler because maybe something complicated is being made. I'm saying that the mind is telling you that you are from Mars. You're actually a Martian, and these are your likes and dislikes. This is what you want to do. You're visiting this planet. You see, I'm saying that there's this voice in your head which is convincing you that you are this. I can see that you're not a Martian. I'm just saying that why are you believing this mind? Just see for yourself what you are. Would you call that denial? Only if it was true that you are a Martian. You see?
Okay, so to have a self knowledge, or to see what I am, does it mean that I will
Sorry.
let everything as it is? I won't seek a way out of any situation, any moment. Like if there is a pain, I won't seek a way out of it.
Yes.
I won't take medicine.
As this is not true, so I won't even engage in that part, because many times I've even suggested people take medicine. So what will be seen is that I, as a presumption, is not real. The recognition of the true I will be here, and then all actions, taking medicine, not taking, the movement of this body mind, there'll be a simple allowing of that. Your idea of allowing seems to be that it will be a very passive state. You see, I'm saying that allowing means that anything could happen. You see, you could be that in your state of allowing, you want to, the energy is there for you to do a great initiative which will bring peace and light to the entire universe. Why does allowing have to mean, oh, I'll just sit in my bed and not take medicine? Why it has to always be like that? Which part? Can you make it very specific?
Just like a very simple logic that if you allow something or you accept something as it is, then why would you wish or intend it to be any different than as it is?
If you allow things to be as they are, because they are as they are, isn't it? That is the reason to allow.
Yes, then why
You
would
see?
you intend?
But there can be this play of this energy, this urge to restrict it in any way that can also be allowed to flow. I don't feel that there's anyone, even operating personally, who's been able to make a real difference without first the clear acceptance of things as they are. You see? I see many actually who are in delusion. In my family, there are some who, because life has not been very kind to them, you see, they still feel like they're living in Taj Mahal. They refuse to accept that they are now in a hut. You see, so in that mental delusion of being in Taj Mahal, you see, the appropriate actions are not seemingly happening. You see, so so anyone who's even made a difference in a seemingly personal way, if you were just to speak like in a non-satsang way, you will find that they had a very objective assessment and acceptance of things as they are first. That is what I mean by acceptance. You see? So what is it that when we are open to accepting things as they are, what do we find? One is to look at the phenomenal realm and say, okay, this computer is like this is like this, you see. But isn't there a deeper way to see things as they are, to see there is no existence of this separate entity, you see? What is wrong with that seeing? Well, wouldn't you call delusion to be just the presuming of something which is never found? Isn't it? So acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Acceptance just means to see things as they are and not to be in denial of that. In fact, it is the opposite of denying. Cannot accept if you are in denial. You see? There can be some fear about accepting the muck which seems to appear in this world. You see, there can be some fear about it, that if you become open, then all the pain and grief which the world is experiencing will be asked to see naked. You see, it can seem very raw, it can seem very naked. You see, you see? Maybe that can be this thing. So I'd rather live in a mental concept of myself and the world. You see, very romanticized version of what is. You see, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there can be an acceptance of this realm as it is appearing. You see, and from there, if there's some movement happening towards changing it in a certain way, that is also allowed.